Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Thursday, May 22, 2025. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. to get some wisdom from Katie Logan, Heather Tom. Meanwhile, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, have another face-off. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Brooke to continue thinking about her destiny. Brooke was so sure that Eric Forrester's John McCook fashion show scheme would fix her relationship. While Ridge has been thinking about Brooke in that wedding dress, it hasn't changed his relationship status with Taylor. Brooke was starting to wonder if she made a mistake. However, something happens that will change her perspective. When Taylor confronts the blonde once again, expect the fashion show to be mentioned. Taylor will still be furious over Brooke's wedding dress stunt at the latest fashion show. However, Brooke might remind Taylor that it wasn't her idea in the first place. Taylor might tell Brooke that she needs to respect her relationship. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for tomorrow reveal that Brooke and Taylor will also debate about Hope Logan, Annika Noel, Liam Spencer's Scott Clifton. Brain tumor has changed everything for Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Missins Wood. So much so that Steffi decided to honor Liam's final request by bringing Hope back to Forrester Creations. Taylor will probably rant about Hope going after taken men. Taylor might also wonder how long until another takeover happens. Of course, Brooke will say that her daughter deeply regrets her actions, but Taylor will think any positive change is short-lived. This actually reminds me of how Steffi tried to defend Thomas Forrester, Matthew Atkinson, to a disbelieving Brooke. Over with Katie, she will continue talking to Ridge about Brooke. Ridge seems stuck between a rock and a hard place. No matter what decision he makes, one woman is going to get hurt. That hurt led to Taylor's broken heart syndrome. So Ridge might be denying his own feelings in an effort to save Taylor. There could also be an update with Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. The Nose wasn't too pleased that Hope has her job back, as well as Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. So let's see what the Nose plans to do about that. Thursday's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful is anything but subtle as tensions combust and long-buried grievances resurface in a cascade of fiery confrontations and harsh truths. What begins as a day of well-meaning advice and professional deliberation spirals into personal warfare, scandalous accusations, and more than one reputation left teetering at the edge of destruction. Katie offers a warning and a whisper of something more. Katie Logan has always prided herself on being the rational sister, the calm eye in the storm of Logan drama. But even she can't ignore the turbulence sweeping through Forrester Creations, or Ridge Forrester's increasingly blind spots. At the office, Katie invites Ridge into the executive office under the pretense of discussing a new marketing rollout for Hope for the future. Once the door closes, however, Katie drops her professional tone. "Ridge, I think you're walking into a storm you don't see coming," she says seriously, arms folded, voice low. Ridge looks up, puzzled. "You talking about Thomas again?" "No," Katie replies. "I'm talking about Hope, and Brooke, and Taylor, and this twisted triangle that keeps pulling all of us in." Ridge chuckles, but it dies quickly. Katie's expression doesn't budge. "Brooke's vulnerable," Katie presses. "I don't think she's telling you everything. And Taylor, she's playing a longer game than any of us expected." Though Ridge tries to brush it off, Katie's words stick, especially when she ends the conversation with an ominous warning. "You may think you're balancing the scales between them, Ridge, but sooner or later, you're going to tip, and when you do, you'd better be sure which side you want to land on." Taylor and Brooke's rivalry erupts in public. Across the hall at Forrester, Taylor Hayes arrives for a meeting with Steffi about revamping the wellness branding on the couture line. She's poised, professionally dressed, and exuding calm confidence. But that confidence shatters when she sees Brooke Logan stride in seconds later. Steffi, attempting diplomacy, tries to smooth things over, but the air between the two women crackles with frost. Brooke, feigning innocence, remarks, "Didn't realize this was a group session. Thought it was a design meeting." Taylor smiles tightly. "Oh, Brooke. Still trying to turn every situation into a power play." Brooke levels her gaze. "Only when I see someone trying to steal my place." It's not long before Steffi excuses herself, knowing nothing productive is coming from this. Once alone, the gloves come off. Taylor accuses Brooke of manipulating Ridge again, suggesting that her recent emotional breakdown was a veiled tactic to lure him back. Brooke counters with harsh accusations of Taylor's own scheming, especially her accidental therapy sessions with Ridge and the whispered insinuations about Hope's mental health. "You're the one planting doubts, not me," Brooke fires. "You think you can just swoop in, cast shadows on everyone around you, and make Ridge see you as the light." Taylor fires back. "You're so used to seduction, you can't even recognize sincerity anymore." Their war of words gets louder, more bitter, and unfortunately draws attention. Carter walks in at the worst moment, catching Brooke screaming about backstabbing therapists and Taylor snapping about delusional blondes. The PR damage. Immediate, and Ridge, who walks in seconds after Carter, sees the wreckage firsthand. Hope becomes the target. Meanwhile, in the design office, Hope Logan is struggling, not with her line, which continues to do well, but with the growing whispers around her personal life. Her involvement with Thomas is being scrutinized again, but this time it's not about him. It's about her. A prominent fashion journalist published a scathing opinion piece on her hypocritical brand, suggesting that hope for the future can't possibly stand for empowerment and authenticity when its figurehead has a murky romantic past and a penchant for self-destruction. Hope reads the article twice, her hands shaking. It's brutal and laced with anonymous quotes from someone close to the Forrester inner circle. The implication is clear. Someone is sabotaging her from the inside. Thomas finds her moments later, clearly having read it too. He's furious. "Who would do this to you?" he demands, but Hope's face says it all. She has suspects, and the top of her list? Steffi and Taylor. "They want me gone," Hope whispers. "They want me to fall apart so they can reclaim everything." Thomas vows to get to the bottom of it, but the seeds of doubt have already taken root. Hope isn't just dealing with criticism, she's now battling a narrative that paints her as the villain, and it's spreading. Brooke defends Hope, but at what cost? After her explosive showdown with Taylor, Brooke finds Hope in the lounge, sitting quietly with the article still in her hands. It takes Brooke only a second to understand what's happened. Her maternal instincts kick in instantly. "Don't believe a word of it," Brooke says, sitting beside her. "They're threatened, sweetheart. You've worked too hard, come too far." But Hope shakes her head. "It's not just about me anymore, Mom. People think I'm a fraud. They're tearing down everything I built." Brooke's protective fire ignites. "Then we fight back. I don't care if it's Taylor, Steffi, or even Ridge. No one messes with my daughter." What follows is a bold move. Brooke storms into Ridge's office with the article and slams it on his desk. "This is what your silence lets happen," she yells. Ridge reads it, frowns, and assures her he had nothing to do with it. But Brooke doesn't care. "You want to play diplomat while our daughter's being torn apart. I won't let that happen." Taylor walks in moments later, clearly summoned by a text Ridge sent, and the standoff begins again. Only this time, it's Brooke fighting for Hope, not Ridge. "She's your daughter too, Ridge," Brooke cries. "And you're letting Taylor's vendetta burn her alive." Taylor defends herself but doesn't deny she's spoken with press contacts lately about concerns surrounding Hope's judgment. That admission sends Brooke over the edge. "You pretend to be this peace-loving therapist, but all you do is destroy the women around you and call it healing." Katie intervenes. But is it too late? Seeing the fallout unfold across the company, Katie re-enters the battlefield as peacemaker. She calls a meeting. Brooke, Taylor, Ridge, and even Carter are summoned. The goal? To broker peace before things become irreversible. I've watched this cycle repeat for years, Katie says. The fights, the betrayal, the pain. But this time, you're dragging hope into it. A new generation. Do you really want to poison her future the way you poisoned your past? Rich nods, conflicted. Brooke is silent. Taylor glares but says nothing. Carter adds in, if this keeps going, Forrester Creations will suffer, publicly, professionally, and legally. Someone leaked something, and if it can be traced, it won't be just gossip anymore. The room falls into a tense silence. No one confesses, but everyone looks guilty. Ending bombshell, Steffi's secret connection. As the day winds down, a final scene flips the narrative entirely. In her office, Steffi receives a call. The voice on the other end? The journalist who wrote the damning piece on hope. Thank you for the exclusive, Miss Forrester, the voice says. Just like we discussed. You'll get the next quote before we go to print again. Steffi hangs up, calm and composed. And just like that, the puppet master is revealed. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.